What's going on, you guys? It is me, Arekkusu, and today's live stream. This is going to be not as different as you think, or as different because it's not about Donkey Kong Country or whatever. But in today's stream, I kind of wanted to bring this up because I kind of felt a mixture of things, especially how the Bleach community is, or just being a Bleach fan. And, you know, I just wanted to bring this up. I wanted to talk about it because I felt like things, in my opinion, need to be said. I felt like, yeah, things need to be said. Like, how my experience was being a Bleach fan, like, you know, way back in, like, what year was it? Like, 2017, maybe, Louis, or something? 2017, 2016, when I was, like, a Bleach fan and shit. You know? But anyways, I'm gonna tell y'all, hold on, let me share the video on my Discord, and I got you. So, but anyways, I wanted to mention why I think this video should be made, or why I think, in my opinion, this should be made, because there's, like, mainly, like, two reasons why I decided to, like, make this shit. One, I decided to make this stream because, you know, I saw James Hansen get a lot of hate as of last night on his YouTube page, or not his YouTube page, on his Twitter, you know, and him going really in depth. I'll link it in the description of this, because this is, like, really one of the reasons why I decided to make this shit. Was literally because of that. Like, basically what James Hansen was saying, like, he was getting a lot of hate for things he thought the Bleach community should know, and pretty much from that, I kind of just had an outrage on Twitter about it in a way. Like, I was, like, going in, kind of texting the Bleach community in and out, and kind of ranting, like, my experience, and I felt like it should have been in video form in the first place instead. But I just want to talk about my experience being a Bleach fan. As you can tell, like, being is kind of, like, in this type of way is in, like, pre-text, if you catch my drift. Like, what I mean by that is like, pretty much, it means, like, used to be, because I don't consider myself much of a Bleach fan these days, in this day and age. But anyways, I'm going to explain how my experience was like. So, my experience started mainly on Netflix before we moved out of, like, Santan shit, where, I was trying to get into this new anime, since I was trying to find new anime to watch, and I found Bleach, and I was watching it on Netflix, and I really enjoyed it. I loved watching Bleach on Netflix. I remember watching it like it was yesterday. And being a part of this new community, I also was playing Brave Souls, and I discovered Brave Souls and all that shit. But basically, to give you the rundown of what it actually was like, is I had a really good time being in the Bleach community for a long time. Like, you know, I was understanding the Bleach community and all its shortcomings. Like, when iPatchWolf made his video about, you know, Bleach going downhill, and that led to millions upon millions of people hating Bleach. You know, for Neverworld as well, he used to be a big Bleach guy, you know, loving all manga and stuff, and then he started hating Bleach, and, you know, it was the bandwagon of hating Bleach. I remember it was the bandwagon that kind of started it all off. Well, it was the iPatchWolf video that really kicked things off. And, I remember synthesizing and being, like, understanding the Bleach community, like, saying Bleach isn't dead. Obviously, it wasn't dead. I mean, people still loved Bleach, but I think about it today, and I understand, I sympathize with that, but it's like, I look at the channel James Hansen, go check him out, if you love Bleach and shit. I looked at his channel, and same with Platinum, they were, like, my biggest inspirations to kind of start doing Bleach content, because, you know, Bleach started becoming, like, my big thing, you know, on YouTube, and I remember being Omega known for my Brave Soul content, like, my thoughts on Bleach and stuff, and now you guys hardly see me even talk about it. It's kind of like a dark past for me, like, not a dark past, but, like, just a past for me. Like, me in past tense. And I know I made a video about why I don't talk about Bleach, and here I am talking about Bleach again. It's just that I felt like the community really, really made a change in a way. Like, when I joined the Bleach community, I joined it in full force. I became like a Bleach fan, but then it was becoming more than a Bleach fan. I was getting obsessed with the series. I was watching it every day. I was listening to the OSTs every day. I wasn't reading the manga every day, but I definitely was watching the anime all the fucking time. And, you know, since Thousand Year Blood War was only in manga form, I was speed reading through that all the time. You know, people had discussions about Bleach, I would join them. Like, you know, Heartbeat talking about my favorite things and that. And that is just being a fan. But I remember an era of my life where it was too much, you know, where the Ichi... Now, I was never like an Ichi-Ruki shipper. I wasn't like that type of hardcore, but I definitely was hardcore in saying Bleach is the best anime, no anime tops it. You know, all this other sort of shit. Having that mindset, even though that is like the wrong mindset to have when you're a fan. Like, when you're a fan of something, you should know how to moderate it. So it's not like looking like, so you're not looking like a complete degenerate in that regard. Because when people see you like completely obsessed with that thing, you only talk about that thing, that's literally what people are going to see you as. And I remember tons of people saw me as just that, a guy that really, really likes Bleach to its core. You know, he remembers all its characters, its arcs, all that. And I really did have an amazing time in the Bleach community. I'm not going to lie. I had an amazing time, but, you know, it was also like a learning experience as well. Like, since I joined, or since I was a part of the Bleach community in and out, I was also mimicking their actions towards other people. Like, for example, you know, I remember getting on somebody for, like, saying, how can you not like Bleach if you like Dragon Ball? You know what I mean? How can you not like, how do you like Naruto without liking Bleach? I remember I was that toxic back in the day and stuff. And if you remember my Jump Force video where I was kind of crying and complaining that Ichigo wasn't in the trailer, even though a week later he literally got announced, I felt like they had to do that because of my video in some way, shape, or form. And I felt like the more I was in with the community, the more toxic I was becoming, being a part of it. And since I wasn't like always toxic, but I could tell like the deeper I got into it, the more toxic I was becoming, which is why I took a learning experience, you know, from it, like being a toxic Bleach fan. And I feel like after watching / looking through James Hansen's tweets about my final thoughts on the whole incident he had on Twitter, and same with Platinum. Apparently Platinum got an incident on Twitter with the whole Bleach thing, and I looked at those as like some examples, and I was like, this is exactly why I left the Bleach community, and why being a fan of Bleach is kind of for myself nowadays. I hardly like consider myself a Bleach fan. I don't consider myself a full fan. I just consider myself someone that knows about it, kind of knows like too much, but it's because of my information overload like I gave you guys a long time ago about it. And I kind of felt like what has this community become in a way? And I know I'm sounding scrambled brained, but I kind of am just thinking about it, because I'm literally thinking about this at the same time I'm saying it. It's like, it's not that I'm lost for words. Well, I kind of am almost. You know, it's like, wow. You know, I used to be a part of this community, like a genuine part of this community, where I was getting on people that had a different opinion. And literally, Bleach fans, you do this. You literally get on people that have a different opinion. When somebody says their honest opinion about the series, you lash out at those people for having a different opinion and a different stance on it. And I remember Totally Not Mark pretty much said that in one of his Bleach reviews, which I've been currently watching, because I'm actually I enjoy how Mark makes his content. I've been watching Totally Not Mark for a long time. And I've just been seeing the Bleach community from the inside out, and it's like you guys as a community just love lashing out on people that don't like something in your series. You guys are so known for lashing out on people that people don't even want to get into your series because of that. Hell, I think it's fucking disgusting the fact that James Hansen, a YouTuber that has been defending your series for quite a long time, actually, and like the day, I don't know if it was the day it died, or at least maybe a year in when it died, right? Quote unquote died. That man has been sitting in his chair editing countless videos about Bleach, and you guys go behind his back / pretty much all up on his face, acting like he was never a fan of it in the first place, hating on him, treating him like shit. And I remember this is the reason why I made this video, is because look at what you Bleach fans have turned yourselves into. That's something I don't even want to be a part of. That's something I don't even consider myself a part of anymore. Matter of fact, you can say I haven't been a Bleach fan for the past few years, if you really want to go down that route. And sure, I may keep up with a little bit of Brave Souls and a little bit of this and that, but the fact of the matter is, you guys have changed for the worse, man. You lash out at other people. You lash out on your biggest supporters if they don't support you. You mainly don't even care about the person behind the screen. You only care about if your characters from your series that you like are being discussed about. Matter of fact, I bet you guys don't even, like, know James that personally, and you guys are still attacking him like he hates the Bleach series when he's done nothing but defend it his entire YouTube career. In fact, he's doing something bigger than 90% of you Bleach fans ever did. The fact that he carried the Bleach series itself on his fucking back with no YouTubers pretty much supporting it for a long time until the anime came back. And to be honest, when the anime came back, I would say you guys have gotten a little worse. You know, like going after James for trying to get into it, try to give you guys info, and yet you guys are attacking him and slandering him for it, for trying his best to give you guys info. I'm just sitting here just mind blown that this is what you guys are. That's what I used to be. I used to be a Bleach fan like that. I used to lash out. I used to be disrespectful to other animes and say Bleach is better than all you fuckers. And it's not that I had a bad time with Bleach. Like I said, I loved Bleach. I loved watching it. I loved reading it. I still remember the days when I first picked up one of Kubo's like manga about Bleach and read it because I was so happy. I remember Dad rented me a Bleach manga from the library at one point because I was really interested. I really loved the series with all my heart. I mean, if you've been a viewer of Alex the Bleach Master, that should tell you. And hell, I still have tons of Bleach videos on this channel that are dedicated to Bleach that I didn't delete or take down. Even though Sony has kind of been coming after me with those. Yeah, to let you know, Sony's actually been coming after me with copyright claims and stuff I need to take out my videos, which I've been doing as of the past few days. I've been taking a lot of stuff out of my Bleach Brave Souls content since Sony's been kind of tracking that down. What's up, Brendan? How you doing? But realizing that Bleach fans have become this way really pisses me off. And and I feel like they're not going to change that. They're not going to change their ways. You know, trying being less toxic. This is exactly why I left the community. Because of how toxic they've become to their biggest creators and just to anyone in general. Disrespectful little shit. That is exactly why I left. That's why I don't associate with Bleach anymore, like, to the highest degree. Sure, I may have shirts in my Hollow Mask somewhere in this fucking room somewhere, and maybe some Bleach stickers I didn't throw out or whatever. But you guys are mainly the reason why I don't associate with the community anymore, and I'm just disgusted. Bleach is as toxic as Ruby and Sonic. Yeah, dude. And it's sad. That's why I made this live stream in the first place, is because I'm seeing with my own eyes how Bleach's fan base has become. Like, this isn't a fan base where happy people can socialize with each other. No, it's literally as toxic, just as toxic, or maybe slightly less toxic as Ruby, Sonic, My Hero Academia, and stuff like that. Because I was literally having a conversation with Renee/Chris about it. And I said, dude, I think Bleach is just as toxic as My Hero. And Chris said, I don't know about being as toxic, maybe a little less. And I kind of agreed with that. But it's the fact that these people are so toxic now. Like, I know they were toxic then about certain things, but look how toxic they are now because they got their anime back and shit. It's like the toxicity just rose 20 times. Like, I swear to God, after they proved everybody wrong that their anime is coming back, their toxicity has risen as well. Our anime is back, meaning your word is, you know, and I'm not trying to defend Bleach haters either. You know, people that hated Bleach solely off the eye patch video obviously didn't give it a full chance. You know, like, they didn't give it a full chance. Or they did and they still didn't like it, but yet you Bleach fans treat that as the same thing, so you still lash out and attack those people for it. Which is why I don't associate myself with the Bleach community anymore. I mean, sure, I do see James and Platinum tweet every here and there about Bleach, because I kind of still want to stay in the loop. It's kind of like my thing with Dragon Ball and One Piece in a way. I read the One Piece manga to stay with it. I watch the anime here and there and then sometimes talk trash about it because the anime is just so fucking slow. I get that. And Dragon Ball, I've been with Dragon Ball since I was fucking 8. And the way it's going is so bad that I can't even begin to tell you how many problems I have with it. Which is why I don't make Dragon Ball videos anymore. Is because I'm so leaning on the negative side of it that it's just so out of it for me. And I know making this video looks a little weird for some people. Wait, why are you claiming you don't want to talk about Bleach, but here you are? It's like, I just can't handle the fan base anymore. I can't just keep it in anymore. Like, the fact that they're treating James the way they are on Twitter for stuff that he made a slight issue or had a slight thing wrong is just beyond me. Like, they will turn on you as soon as you get one thing wrong. They say, oh, we're loyal, we support you, James, we love you, thank you for all you do. Nah, nigga, you said it was gonna be on Hulu? Bitch, you lying. It's like, you two-faced ass motherfuckers, man. What happened to y'all, man? Were you always this two-faced? Even when I joined the community? Or maybe I'm just now noticing that shit, you know, nowadays. I can't tell the difference. I can't tell if it was y'all ever since the beginning, or if it wasn't y'all since the beginning and y'all are now just getting into this two-faced type persona y'all getting on. I'm telling you guys, I love this series. I dedicated a whole channel to it in a way for years. And it's like now I'm coming out and seeing Bleach in this light. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy that its anime is coming back. Cool. I could care less. You know, it's like... And you might be thinking, Alex, what happened to you, dude? You used to be the big Bleach guy. Now you're just some bum on YouTube talking about whatever he wants. It's just who I wanted to be. Well, I'm not some bum on the internet, but it's just who I wanted to be at the end of the day. I couldn't just kept talking about Bleach. And that's another thing is, you know, when I was making my Bleach Brave Soul videos, you know, people didn't care about me. They only cared about Ichigo and all those other characters. They didn't care about the creator, which I kind of feel that way whenever content creators stay pretty distant from their content. You know, when they're not the same person. And this is another issue I have a problem with. And this isn't just mainly for Bleach, but this is from content creators, but in the Bleach department. I look at videos that Platinum and James made that aren't Bleach, them shits don't get nowhere near the amount of same attention. It's because they don't care. They truly do, like, Bleach fans truly do not care about who you are as a person. They only care about the content you create. You say something good name about Bleach, they'll give a fuck. If you talk shit, I mean, they'll give a fuck. If you say, like, good or bad things about Bleach, they'll give a fuck. But I swear to God, if you don't say anything else about it, it's kind of like their radars are off. They don't give a fuck about you. You know, and I felt that way ever since I stopped making Brave Soul videos. I felt this way about the Bleach community, that they truly don't care about me. They only care about Ichigo, Rukia. They only care about what Tite Kubo created, not what the person's giving insight on that's literally giving you the content. They don't care about you. Like, they don't care. I did not like the pairing up of the main characters at the end, but it does not break the story. I'm hoping for the next gen of Bleach where the story is about Rukia's kid and Ichigo's kid being the main. You know, if they do end up being the main, I honestly, whatever. Kubo can do whatever with his story. It's just me about being a fan that I feel so hurt about it. I genuinely feel hurt about being a fan of the series. I quite literally cannot be a fan of the series anymore because of how toxic his fan base has become. I mean, if you remember, like, Kubo's fans sending death threats to Kubo because Byakuya died. Let the character die. You know? And it's just, I'm just being generally reminded every day how toxic the Bleach community truly was, which is why I associate myself with different things. I fucks with anime, like the old anime that I pretty much watch on a regular basis, like Yu Yu Hakusho and shit, Dragon Ball Z, earlier One Piece, Naruto, not that Boruto shit, but Naruto, you know, to a certain extent, you know, I Kill maybe. Look, I don't watch a lot of anime these days. I pretty much just play Mario, Donkey Kong. I'm pretty much in the video game genre, like my experiences have been giving off, but I wanted to mention how my experience was being a Bleach fan is, you know, or was, you know. It was fun until I'm slowly getting out of the community. I'm slowly not giving a fuck about Bleach day by day. But it's just, even if I don't give a fuck about the series, I do give a fuck about the series' reputation. In a way, and I feel like the fans are worsening Bleach day by day because of the way they're acting towards one another, even though they virtually want the same thing at the end of the day, and I just can't stand it. I don't know if I'll keep this stream up or not, but if I do, I do, but if I don't, I don't. I just want Bleach fans to listen up, and I know I don't have Bleach fans these days. A lot of my Bleach fans are unactive subscribers that kind of don't want to fucks with me until I pull up a Brave Soul video. Whatever. You know? But it just bothers me within my core. Like this morning, how James was getting all those tweets at him. Like disrespecting him, disregarding his legacy, what he did for the series, and yet still give him shit. It's like, I couldn't be me. Like, when someone does that for a series, I just gotta have respect. I can't just disrespect you like that and just talk shit on you. Like you did nothing for the series. And I know my impact on the Bleach community wasn't that big, and I may, like, talk about it like it was James Hansen levels of big. But Bleach really did affect me in these ways, man. The only thing anyone should worry about is the person who made the content, the story. But it's like, I don't know, it's like its fans really destroy it for me. Its fan base really destroys Bleach for me. That even going back to Bleach, I mean, some of its moments are still great. You know, like, I still really like, you know, White and stuff. Like, you know, Hollow Ichigo and shit. You know, I still fucks with him. He's still a cool character to me. You know, Ichigo's cool too. The music, Bleach's music is really good. It definitely does stuff really good, but I just can't shake, like, the fan base. Like, I can't shake it and say, fan base is the fan base, man. I'll be a part of it. It's like, dude, I used to be a part of them. And now it's like, I can't stand them for the way they're acting. And people might be thinking, you know, Alex, you used to be one of them. Why are you so changey on it now? It's because it's like I'm seeing it from an outsider's perspective, too. I'm not seeing it from just a Bleach fan looking outward. I'm seeing it as a new person trying to come into the Bleach fandom. The fact that I even came into the Bleach fandom when I did is surprising enough. When I started socializing, trying to find other people that like the same thing, it was almost like it's horrible the way I'm experiencing Bleach now. It's awful. You know, I'm not saying I have many people that talk about it with me and shit, but every time I do, it's in a, you know, the Bleach anime is coming back. I'm happy. You know, for the general chill Bleach fans, I'm happy you guys are getting your shit back. You know, for people that calmly waited, that didn't, so just don't interact with the fan base. Just enjoy the story. I hate the Sonic fan base, but I like the Sonic games. I can't. It's because I used to be one of those people. That's why it's affecting me so much. See, the thing is, with Sonic, I never got that toxic with Sonic or Mario or anything. Even being within those fan bases, I never got, like, Bleach's toxicity. And that's why I feel like it's affected me so much, is because I used to be down in that level of Bleach fan. That I used to be. I used to be in those levels. And you could argue the same with Dragon Ball, maybe. Not like to the same extent, well, and why I'm so, like, attached to, well, nowadays I'm so attached to Dragon Ball because of what it had in the past, but that's why it hurts me so much when I see this type of shit. It's like, I can't just I can't just take the fan base, say, fuck it, it's the fan base, I'm gonna enjoy Bleach still. I can't do that. I really can't. Like, the fans themselves really ruined Bleach for me, and my experiences being in the Bleach community ruined it for me. It's not just the fan base, it's everything prior to it. Like, the fact of how hardcore of a Bleach fan that I was, how toxic of a Bleach fan I was, the fact that I was with this Bleach community, not since day one, but the fact that I came into it and adapted all of their ways, and lashed out on people who disagreed with me at some point in time, even if I don't clearly remember it. That's why it hurts so much, like, seeing the community, like, in outsider's perspective. This is what Bleach was this whole time. You know, this is Bleach's fan base. This is why people that get into Bleach don't even interact with the fan base, because of how toxic the fan base is currently today, as I'm making this. Like, I really want the Bleach fandom to understand this is how you guys are. And this is gonna immediately draw people away from your series. Is that how Kubo got into Shonen Jump, by bitching at Shonen Jump to let his series end? No, he waited patiently, and Shonen Jump eventually changed their minds on how Bleach, Bleach, you can come back to Shonen Jump. You can be in with us. You know, I just see that. I just see the community as, like, myself. You know, that's why I see the fan base as myself. And I know, like, people are probably thinking I shouldn't treat it like that, but I do. I treat it like that because I was one of them. I considered myself one of them, when I should have stayed far away from the Bleach community as possible. And I'm not trying to say I regret my times being in the Bleach community, because I do, but I also don't, because, it brought me you guys, obviously, and I can't just be disrespectful to that. I gotta be grateful to that. I'm grateful that the Bleach community got me to where I am today, but I can't look at it the same. I really can't. I can't just go back and enjoy it like I used to. Like, I can't just look at Ichigo swinging his sword while his number one theme is playing. I just can't. So many events, like the Brave Souls events, that made me, like, lose my mind. The fact that, like, the Brave Souls era, the Jump Force video, the fact that I was omega toxic as the community. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that I was a part of all three of these things just hurts me so much. And the fact that I'm seeing it from an outsider's perspective hurts even more, because I can see when people are trying to get into something, and usually when people get into something now, they look at their fan base, see if it's okay to get into it. And since they look at Bleach and they see the fan base, they see, you know, the nasty ones, like, just out of the woodwork. You don't even have to look far to see a nasty Bleach fan when you see them. You can just see it. It's just that visible. How are you going to do that? I love Mario, but I never was a part of the community. One of the most nastiest fan bases of Mario was NeoGap. I've never heard of him. In all my days of Mario, I've never heard of that man or person. But I'm grateful I stayed away from them. You know, and kept to myself, which is what I do now. I don't even be open about, like, I don't even be open like I was with Bleach. I don't even be that open. Sure, I'm open. Like, I'm open to conversation about with Mario and shit, but I pretty much don't even, like, try my best to get into the community that deep anymore because of what Bleach's impact had on me. I love Mario. I love it to death. I love Mario to death. I love Sonic to death. I love Metroid, Zelda, Donkey Kong. I love them all to death, but I don't, like, dive myself completely into their communities because of what Bleach's community have taught me. They taught me to lash out on people. They've taught me to hate other people's opinions. They've taught me to be as toxic as they can possible. That's what they've taught me. And it was slowly, like, developing in my mind as I slowly got more and more into the series. It's like, I think about that, and it's like, wow, I really was these things. Let me ask you this, Alex. Are you still a part of the nasty Bleach community? Or are you remorseful for what you did? As me right now, I'm definitely not in the nasty. I've grown from that. And I'm going to mention this. It's not all, you know, I mean, it's not every part of the Bleach community is nasty, but I'm just saying, you dive deep or you look a little bit into it, you will see it. But in my opinion, when I was watching Bleach, I was in that mindset that this is the best series ever. No series can top this. But I grew from that mentality. Nothing is better than something else. They're all equal. Okay? Some may think I'm better than the other, but that doesn't make it outright better. It's just better for you. Not better in general, because people get that idea that, yeah, Super Mario is better than everything you know in general. No, it's better for you. People need to start classifying that more, in my opinion. I feel like people need to, when they say something is the best, they don't say it's the best for themselves. They say it's the best and expect everyone to be on board and understand what they mean. We don't live in that age. And I'm telling you, I really did grow up from this era. I used to think like that, but then I realized how wrong it was, and I changed my perspective on Bleach. I started liking other things again, and this was years ago. I started being more open to other things. Again and again and again. I really did. And honestly, I do feel remorseful for what I did in the Bleach community. I do. You know, I feel like I was partially responsible for being the toxic Bleach guy. Because I remember during the Jump Force video, when I created it, and after I uploaded it, I was getting tons of comments saying, you are literally the prime example of a toxic Bleach fan. You are literally the definition of being that guy. And I deleted the video. I remember that video in a whole heart, and I deleted it because I felt so guilty of what I put on the Bleach community, that fateful. I didn't delete it that day, but, you know, after deleting all of my Bleach videos, just being done with Bleach entirely, and just leaving the community for a while, and using Bleach as a jump starter for my channel so I can kickstart what I truly wanted to start. It's just, I did feel bad. I really did. I felt bad for everything that I did. And there's Bleach fans out there to this day still attacking people, for having different opinions, there are still Bleach fans that don't even let people that didn't like Bleach in the first place have a second chance. There are Bleach fans out there that say this is the best series ever. And not saying it's for them, meaning it's in general. You can have that opinion, keep it to yourself. Or if you're going to say it out in public, say it as for yourself, as your being. Bleach is the best thing for my being, not for everyone's being. And I feel like the Bleach community doesn't understand these things that I'm mentioning right now. They don't have any remorse for that. Maybe some of them do. You know, like Platinum, you know, when he was... You can enjoy Bleach. Now you know what you should do and what you should not do. I could, but I don't. And I feel like it's like a bundle of reasons. It's not as simple, you know. And I know, Brendan, you're trying to help me understand. I appreciate that. But it's like, I understand, but I still just don't want to be a part of it. Because of the things I did. And because, even when I did apologize for the Jump Force video, you know, the damage was already done by that point. The damage I caused was already done. People, like 12, 13,000 people saw me for what I was. Or not what I was, but they only saw me for what I was in that video. And they judged my entire person off of that video. And I just say it's not true. If you saw me for any other video than that one, you would say I'm a kind-hearted soul. Sure, I can be pissed and angry a lot, but I am a nice person when I want to be, when I try to be a nice person. So when I see the Bleach community today, I just remind myself, this is how you were back then, and this is how you are now. I've learned from the Bleach community that this is how you shouldn't act. And the fact that these people were acting that way towards James Hansen, somebody that held the entire Bleach community like this, exactly like this, on his back every fucking day, dealing with all the hate, dealing with everything as a single person, telling everyone in the Bleach community, everyone in the Bleach community, it's gonna be okay. Bleach is going to survive. Keep hoping, keep supporting Bleach, keep buying this stuff. James Hansen was doing nothing but this for years. And what does the Bleach community do? They smack him in his face and tell him, you a bitch. All the time. I can't be a part of something like that. I can't. The fact that they're out there disrespecting somebody that carried the series for how long, something... Okay, yeah, and I'm gonna get on some people for this. You know, it's okay not to like somebody, but like the fact that these niggas really went out of their way to hate someone that carried the series on their back, while they can't even do a damn thing about it except, you know, only be one person and don't make their own YouTube channel, their own videos dedicated to the series, telling people the same thing. Get the fuck out of here. Like, get out of here. You literally have no right to be hating on James when he's doing something that your ass couldn't even fucking get off your lazy ass and do yourself, man. I can't stand the Bleach community because of these things. I really can't. And again, the fact that they're going over and attacking James for shit like that after reading his tweets. I literally said in tweet, this is exactly why I left the Bleach community. I can't stand the Bleach community because of you. Not because of every person, but because of the toxic people, because of the people, because of how the Bleach community treats their content creators. I can't be a part of that. I don't even want to be a part of that. And thank goodness I'm not a part of that anymore. I don't consider myself. And I know there's probably some person out there that thinks Alex is still a part of the Bleach community. He just looks for what he wants to talk about. No, I don't. I may have watched like Bleach clips yesterday, but it doesn't make me a fan, you know? When I think of a fan of something, you love it. You love it, but you know your limits. You know? I don't go up to like David Wise for Sticker Bush Symphony and hate on him for creating other music that isn't Donkey Kong related. You don't see me do that shit. That's stupid. Hence why I think what the Bleach community is doing to James is fucking stupid. And they shouldn't be like that. They should be nicer. They should be more kind to others. And I know that's literally all fan bases in a nutshell. You know, that all fan bases have their toxic side, which is understandable. Yeah, exactly. But in my opinion, the reason why I'm getting on Bleach is what I mentioned in the beginning of this video, is I used to be a part of that, and I want to express how I used to be a part of that, how I changed. This is my experience being a Bleach fan. My experience is positive and negative. But, you know, what I did like about Bleach, being a Bleach fan, was, you know, the nice people in the Bleach community, the chill people. Like Platinum, he's talked to me on multiple different occasions about Bleach and not about Bleach, and he's become one of my cool friends. I mean, sure, we don't talk a lot, but I think of him as a cool dude. James Hansen, I think he was cool too. The fact that he's recognized me before, he's seen me before in streams, you know, me fucking playing him, you know, and shit, just joking around, having a good time. I think he's a cool dude, and which is why I see when people attack these people, hating them for no good reason, even though you both want the same thing, the Bleach anime to return. I think it's stupid. And I think the Bleach community should act better. Better than that. Your anime is back. Act better. Be better people. Like, were you guys raised to be shitheads your entire life? Like, it makes me think. Did you guys have two parents that gave a fuck about everything you said and tried to change you for the better? Or did you just have, like, no parents at all that didn't teach you that shit? And you guys just became toxic people? I want to know. I genuinely want to know what's wrong with you guys. And don't get me wrong, I'm happy that their anime came back. I want that clear as day. I'm happy Bleach's anime is coming back, even though it looks a lot like Bleach Brave Soul's animation, but...
Watch it happen again when the anime comes back. Watch them shit on every other anime because Bleach is coming back. Watch that fucking happen.
Well, no, because... And then here's another group that I'm irritated at when it comes to the Bleach community. The people that hated it and then suck its dick like they never hated it. Like, how hypocritical can you guys be? Where are you going?
We live in a world of hypocrites.
Well, no, where are you going, bro?
I'm making that.
What are you making?
Oh,
Oh, okay. Nice, man.
again, we live in a world full of...
No, I know, but I'm just saying. Like, look at that. I know they're not Bleach, and some of those used to be Bleach fans and they went to hate on it. You know, it's like, keep your, which is why, you know, sure, I do shit on Bleach sometimes because I think it's funny, but I'm not going around on a regular basis saying Bleach is dead. I just keep it between my friends group because they know it's a joke. Okay, maybe except one time I wanted to be an asshole, but other than that, okay, I don't go on a regular basis, shit on Bleach, and then get excited for when it's coming back. If you remember my fucking tweet when the 1,000-Year Blood War was first announced, I was happy as fuck, but then quickly realized, wait a minute, I've done nothing for the Bleach community in the past few months except talk my fair shit and, like, you know, didn't do anything. Why should I be hyped for this? Do I deserve to be hyped? And I literally thought about that. Unlike other Bleach people that said, oh, Bleach coming back, let me suck its dick and act like I was a fan. Instead of doing that, I actually had remorse for my feelings. What I mean by that is not remorse for my feelings, but I literally I questioned myself on why I was hyped for it when I wasn't watching the series anymore. I wasn't associating myself with the series anymore. Do I even have the right to be hype with everyone else? I said no. I don't have the right. At least I don't feel like I have the right to be hype like everyone else. I feel like I didn't. And I still kind of feel the way I do now. It's essentially because of what I did in the past. You know, I can't I literally can't. Because of what I did in the community, I really can't see Bleach in the same light as I once did. I really can't. And it's not just the fan base, but it's because of, how I acted in the fan base. And it might be weird, but that's just... that's how I can explain it. And I've expressed my feelings towards this on Twitter, on all the social media that I have. Oh, welcome, Makai. How you doing? But it's like, this is just how I feel about Bleach nowadays. I feel like I shouldn't, be hyped for it. For the Thousand-Year Blower, because I wasn't talking about it. I, kind of stopped caring. And I just see the fans, and it's like, I'm happy for them. And I am happy that they're getting on people, but I felt like they took it a little bit too fucking... Well, no, not really, because, if they're doing it for years, I feel like Bleach fans should do it back at them for years as well. I mean, our anime's back, suck it, bitch. And I felt that. I understood that. I got that. But it's like, I don't know. I felt like they should have been better than them. Instead of stooping down to their level and saying, we got our anime back. It's like, you guys did. But, I mean, aren't you just going around? And I remember Platinum was doing this too. He was going around calling people out, for Bleach's anime back. And I was thinking of doing the same thing. I was thinking of telling Lump King, another YouTuber friend of mine, that, hey, Bleach is back, bitch, suck my dick, it's like, this is back. I was thinking of being on that energy. But then I thought to myself, no, this energy is wrong. I shouldn't be on this type of energy. I should be better than that type of energy. I shouldn't go down and stoop down to these guys' level saying, Bleach is dead, ha, suck it, to Bleach is back, bitch, suck it. I should be better and not even socialize with that. Hence why I don't talk about it, but I just see the fan base just worsen itself as time moves on. Even when the Bleach anime came back, I see nothing but, while I'm excited for Bleach, I don't feel as excited as I hoped. That's understandable. And look, Makai, I'm just telling you now, you would get eaten alive for saying that. If I was me from 4 years ago, I would, okay, hold on, cop. I would fucking be on you like, What are you talking about? Please, that's what you helped. That's Bleach fans, nowadays and still to this day. And it bothers me. You know what? That's not how a fan base should be. A fan base should be respectable to other people's opinions. They should let people have other opinions instead of eating them out for having a different opinion. Pause. And it just bothers me to my core. Again, that to Bleach's biggest supporters, they say one thing wrong or they do one thing wrong. All the Bleach fans start swarming them and hating them. Like they were never a Bleach fan, like they hate this series, like they killed Kubo's mother or something. Holy fuck, man. That's why I don't want to be with Bleach. That's why I don't make videos anymore, man. It's because I don't feel the same wavelength as I once did. See, when I was a hardcore Bleach fan, okay, I loved making videos about it every day. Ask S-Class, ask fucking Rene, ask Nick, ask Louie. I used to do it all the time. But now after, learning and stepping out of the realm of Bleach for a long time, and then looking back at what I did, I see it as shit. I see all of my, well, not just now, but I've bench realized this. It's just not looking back into it once again for today's standards. Nothing. I see nothing but disrespect. I don't see, Bleach is coming back, Twitter selfie of Orihime or some shit. It's like, nah, fuck you, Bleach is back. It's like, I don't understand you people. I really don't. I don't. And it disgusts me that this is how you treat your content creators. This is how you treat your Bleach creators. You don't give a fuck about them behind the scenes. And another thing, this is exactly how I couldn't survive as being a Bleach channel. This is why I couldn't survive as a Bleach channel. This is exactly why. They didn't, like, when I was making Brave Soul videos, they didn't give a fuck about me. They gave a fuck about the Bleach shit. That's exactly why I couldn't survive as a one-thing channel thing. That's exactly why I couldn't survive. Because, as a YouTuber, I feel like you should give a fuck about both of our shit equally. Alright, I don't know if you feel this, Makai, or something, but this is how I feel. I feel when you create content, regardless of what it is, Bleach or not Bleach, I feel like the content creator, you should give a fuck about the content creator and the content they're producing themselves. Think about it. When you're reading an anime and manga, do you give a fuck about what they created or both? Because I think both. Whenever I get into something, you know, Mario, I think of Miyamoto and I'm like, damn, Miyamoto, thank you, Miyamoto, for creating this. Thank you. Alright, I at least give my respect and give a fuck about both. Okay, I think you should give a fuck about both or don't give a fuck about neither. Like, if you're watching me for Bleach content, unsubscribe right now. Just unsubscribe. Because it'll be another 6, 7, 8 months before I even touch this series again. In a positive or negative light. I'm gonna be straight up honest. Same for me. I think it's better way to put it is that I'm excited for Bleach fans, at least the non-toxic ones that deserve to see the ending of Bleach animated. Yeah, exactly, the ones that waited. And I've met Bleach fans that have waited a long time for this. Not getting their hopes up, you know, just keeping their expectations low, but just praying it'll come back someday. I respect those people. I'm letting those Bleach fans live their day. I'm just talking about my experiences and how, and the toxic Bleach fans being a bunch of the couples of pricks. And I used to be that bunch of couples of pricks. And how I evolved past that and do things that doesn't involve myself with Bleach is hardcore. Nowhere near as hardcore as I once am. Matter of fact, I don't even watch anime like that nowadays. I mainly play my Switch games that I have a lot of. I know, I have a lot of Switch games now compared to fucking 3, 4, 5 months ago. Okay, I play my Switch games. I talk about them on my channel. I play video games. I cook. I do unboxing videos and all that shit. I do that. I don't socialize with communities and shit like that anymore. I mean, I'll socialize with you guys. Fuck it. And I will dip my toe in there, but I'm probably never gonna dive deep into one too much like that ever again. I'll dive in there maybe every once in a while, dip my head in there, see what everyone thinks, dip my head back out. Because every time I dip my head in too deep, I see the toxicity grabbing me in and it's gonna reel me right in. Yeah, you're right. This is my mindset. I don't know. Maybe it's my mindset. It's my mind speaking, telling me things. You know, I mean, obviously I was raised right. Shit. It's good. You evolve. The platinum, you evolve. The platinum doesn't allow it, but YouTube content creators should be allowed to evolve on some level and make content on what they want, since they have to do all the work. Yep. They should. And yet, what do viewers do? They don't respect that. They don't see that. They just expect you. Yeah, I can see what you mean. For me, I get attracted to people through their content. If I don't like them, I won't watch them. Exactly. Keep that energy. Which is why I'm keeping my energy towards Bleach. I don't like Bleach. I mean, well, I love Bleach, but I don't like you get my point. I loved Bleach. As a hurt Bleach fan, I don't like Bleach. Okay, so therefore I'm keeping that energy and not sticking around Bleach 24/7 anymore, or in my catalog of things I'll constantly go to like. I think I got my point across in this video. Like, Bleach fans, my experience of being a Bleach fan is good until I got real toxic with it, and it kind of ruined my reputation of being a Bleach fan. No, Alex, it's the Holy Spirit telling you not to get involved in the fan base ever again. It's the same for me. I'm usually searching for content on a certain game or anime, but if I don't like their style of editing or them as a person, I'm not going to watch them. Keep that energy. Swear to God, keep it. Because I actually unsubscribed from tons of people off my YouTube page the other day, and I kind of just randomly watch other people's random pages because they're just not, I just kind of evolved. I kind of grew as a person. I make more content than, I watch more content than I make because I make 1 to 2 streams a week, but I make more content than watch. What I mean by that is like, I'm more invested in my own content than what others create nowadays because it just feels so samey to me. For the most part, anyway. Other than the ones like I've grown up with, I watch them, but like other than that, But my point still stands about Bleach. Bleach community, I used to love y'all. I used to love all of you guys, but the fact that you're treating your top creators like shit, like they did nothing for the series. The fact that you treat the creator like shit when certain characters die is a big no-no. The fact that you ship characters and you're gonna literally go to other people and shit on them for not liking your fanship or whatever you fantasize with. The fact that you treat this shit like it's the Holy Grail when it's not even the Holy Grail. Look, Mario and Sonic, Legend of Zelda, Metroid, Donkey Kong, they might be my Holy Grail, but I'm not going to force it on you and say it's your Holy Grail like you fuckers do all the time in your community. Hence why I don't do any of that shit anymore. If you like Mario, awesome. I won't tell you to like Mario. I might give you some wink winks and nods that you should maybe check it out for yourself. But I won't force it on you to like what I like. If you don't like Sticker Bush Symphony, that's fine. And you like Forest Interlude more, that's fine. I'm not going to attack you for it. Now, if you're going to say Donkey Kong Country 2 is a shit game, even though it's clearly not shit, it may have its problems, but it's not shit, I can tell you that. You're just not into the game, like you're just not into Donkey Kong Country 2. Don't say it's shit when it's not shit. Unless you absolutely know it's shit. Okay? It's kind of like how Nintendo feels, don't say something is shit unless you've done it, or unless you've been in it, or unless you played it. In their eyes, it's played it. Which is pretty much how I feel about the Bleach community in a nutshell. I've been in the deep darks of them, which is why I'm saying all this shit now. I've been there. Which people might think I'm still invalid for not being here since 2000s or whatever. Animes normally get less money than the manga, so the Bleach creators are making a big sacrifice. So to any toxic Bleach fans, shut up and just enjoy the ride, on God. Which is a good energy to have. I've never played Mario, and I'm not super into some games you like, Alex. But seeing how happy you get about them is nice, and you should be able to share that. Which is why I express my feelings negative and positively every week, because I want you guys to understand how I feel on things, and I want you guys to grow a bigger connection to me, and therefore vice versa. I don't want to just sit here, create content, oh, we're done with this video, like every YouTuber does nowadays. They make the video, they post it, fuck off, and be like, I'll come back, post another thing, and not have the soul and passion into it. It's like they're robots doing the shit. Since it's happened so much now. And that's what I feel like Bleach creators are, especially the Brave Soul ones. The Brave Soul ones especially, okay, I'm going to mention the Bleach Brave Soul community. The Bleach Brave Soul community, that's literally what they have to do. If they play one thing, or if they don't do this at a certain time, or whatever the fuck, they can't even do other content. They're so looped into it. I bet you some Bleach Brave Soul YouTubers have probably realized the same thing I'm going through, and probably stopped making Bleach Brave Soul's content and kind of just fucked off. That's what I did for a whole long period of time. I fucked off. Like, Bleach and Bleach Brave Souls community really kind of ruined me as a person in some way. You know, I can't look at Bleach the same as I once did. You know, thank God I can't look at it that way, because I see how truly the Bleach community is, but, you know, not all of it is like that. I just want to get that clear, too. I may have been saying, oh, Bleach is negative this, Bleach is negative that, but I also understand that there is that minority that are actually good and are actually trying to give Bleach a good name, but it's so beneath all the shit Bleach has gotten over the years that for a lot of people is the Bleach community, when in reality it wasn't for a long time. We actually were getting along with other communities. You know, I say were, but you know what I mean when I say were. Like, you know, like, I get so hurt thinking about this, which is why I made a stream in the first place. I don't know if I'll be streaming Thursday. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. Just, you know, next stream I'll obviously go back to doing Donkey Kong Country and stuff after that, okay? It's just, I felt like, just like the Metroid video, if you remember, my messy experience Super Metroid, which I might make another video on that, because I have been feeling kind of messy on other video game franchises and stuff that I might make a dedicated episode towards. But I felt like making this because I wanted to get my point across for Bleach fans. This isn't just a message for you guys again, for Bleach fans again. This is like how I genuinely feel while I was in the community and while I'm seeing it like today. Like back then and today. You know, my experience being a Bleach fan. Literally, as the title suggests, my experience being a Bleach fan. And this really is my experience being a Bleach fan. At one point, I loved being a Bleach fan. At another point, I was obsessed with being a Bleach fan. At another point, I was a toxic Bleach fan. At one point, I learned from being a Bleach fan. I learned from the previous 3 things I just mentioned on how to limit what I should love and not love something. If something is truly bad, I will definitely call it out. Go back to the Paper Mario Origami King video. Holy fuck. But it did have some good things in there. And you know what? That's another thing. I don't like it when I have that mindset that some people think my experience videos are literally just, I'll take this, therefore that's it. It may come off that way, like me being negative, but there's positives too. And sometimes I mention the positives more than the negative. It just depends on the episode you're watching. If you're watching this one, sure, yes, it was more negative than positive. But go back to my Donkey Kong Country 2 video. Go back to my Super Mario Galaxy video. Go back to my you know what I mean? Conker's Bad Fur Day, Banjo-Kazooie, Luigi's Mansion. Those were like crazy positive. Just to name a few. I hated how, another thing I hate, when people judge a YouTuber. Oh, Makai can get this, straight up. They judge people off of solely one video. And I'm telling you, remember this, folks. First impressions are always important because that will be how they judge you the rest of the time you're with them. Unless something changes. And I'm telling you, I saw that. I can see, yep. I have seen that for a long time. Ever since my Jump Force video. And people saw me for an angry person. It sticks immediately. But no matter how many good videos you make, being positive, loving, and caring, that shit is immediately negated for that one bad take you had. For that one mistake you made. All the good things you did are suddenly irrelevant. Which is why being on Twitter is a pain in the dick sometimes. Because that's how people on Twitter are tweeted. That's how Vic Mignogna was. Okay. I better chill because y'all niggas know my Broly video. If I get into Vic Mignogna, Okay, I'm gonna talk about Johnny Young Bosch. Look, I love the dude, but he cannot voice Broly for shit. I am sorry. I love you, Johnny. I really do, Johnny. If you're watching this video sometime, Johnny, I love you, man. Johnny Young Bosch, I love you, but get away from Broly, man. I can't stand your voice as Broly. Put it back as Vic, goddammit. Just get out of here. You sound way too much like an angry Ichigo. And I swear, some people might even agree, but I swear to God, to me, he sounds just like an angry-ass Ichigo that just goes, gah. And if I wanted Ichigo, I'd go watch Bleach. Sorry. Ugh. Not my Broly. But that's a Dragon Ball video for another day. Hence why I don't talk about Dragon Ball too much, because I am, like, my connection with certain series is on a whole nother fucking level. But, back to Bleach. And don't even get me started with the whole Disney Plus fiasco and how people were freaking out that it's Disney Plus. Okay, and I also understand when we lost Bleach off of Crunchyroll, I understand when people were respectively mad that Bleach got lost from Crunchyroll and it's not on there anymore. Crunchyroll deleted Bleach from their shit because they lost the licensing, and it's either going to Hulu and Disney Plus, or like both of them, or just one of them. I think it's both. I think people confirmed that it was both, but I'm telling you, even though it's my opinion, I'm allowed to dislike a series. Yes, you are. Okay, I'm gonna say this, right? You're allowed to dislike something, but don't undermine its values it brings to itself. Now, what I mean by that is for example, I like Bleach because it does something better than other series that I also enjoy. I can admit that. But don't just shit on it to shit on it, like, just... I mean, you can shit on it all you want, but, maybe in a joking matter, but, if you genuinely hate it, have legit reasons to back it up. But don't undermine what makes the series good, too, because then you're just hating it because you're hating it. Alright, I want to get that clear, too. I don't hate Bleach's fan base because of... I hate it just to hate it. I hate it because I used to be one of them. That is literally my biggest reason why I hate the Bleach community right now. I used to be a toxic Bleach fan. Any toxic fan base is a little fish in a big ocean, and all it takes to rally is rallying the positive fan base and telling the toxic fans to go fuck off and shut the fuck. Oh God! But you wanna know why? Like, that minority of people that hate Bleach grew so big. No, don't bash don't bash sometimes too much. It's just fair to have critiques of a series or not like something because it didn't stick with you. On God. Like, don't bash something too much, but don't also undermine its values. That's pretty much what my experiences are too, is I don't undermine its critiques or its... Yeah, exactly. For example, as a kid, I wasn't super into Bleach. Now I've grown to appreciate it a bit, but it's not one of my favorite anime. Exactly. I can agree with that. When I was younger, I was obsessed with Bleach. Now that I'm older, I'm not too into it that much. Or I don't read into it too much. And I wanted, and this stream also helps me vent. Alright? These type of streams also help me vent about pent-up feelings I have towards things too. Like, this is my experience. I'm not going to say it was just a pent-up of feelings. I mean, it was for a lot of it. But it's just, it's also to help, like, some people in chat understand, maybe help some of the younger folk understand, what's going on. Like, give them something better to look up to other than this Andrew Tate looking. I think Andrew Tate National Speed, I know, like, not everyone in the universe is going to watch this. But I do have a good experience with Bleach, but I also have a bad one. And I know I made my experience with Bleach 3 years ago. Why are you doing it again? It's different, okay? It's my experience being a Bleach fan, okay? This is different. It's about being in the community, not the show itself. That was from 3 years ago. when I made the very first episode. That was about the show and manga. This is about the fandom. And what the fandom has left an overarching impact on myself as a person. Don't let it impact you. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. If the fandom hasn't ruined your opinion, don't let my opinion ruin your Bleach experience either, okay? It's just how I feel about it. If Bleach ruins me, that's fine. If it doesn't ruin you, that's great. I just want to let you guys know that too, okay? I don't want to look like somebody that... Because I always get that feeling somebody's thinking of me in that said negative way. Like, I literally always get that feeling. Like, somebody's not understanding, and they're going to lead to their own conclusion. And I really want to be as clear as I can possible. Because I feel like that every My Experience video I have to make, I have to be clear about my points. And if I'm not, I feel like I'm going to get somebody on me. Even if it never happens, I feel like I'm just going to, okay? It's just that necessity I have. I've always thought Bleach looked cool. The drip is there, but I've never connected with the characters too much. But I've always understood some people may have connected with those characters. Yep. Andrew Tate is a nasty person. There are so many people, so many better people to look up to. Yeah. I hate admitting this about myself, but back in the day, I did used to think Ichigo was a bland character until I saw people talk about him more, and I rewatched some episodes and understood him better. See, no, and I remember James Hansen also made a video about this, when people said Ichigo's a bland character. Look, when I was watching Bleach as well, I didn't think Ichigo was a bland character. The fact that he was more mature than Naruto and Luffy was at the beginning already says something different. Like, not more mature, but, like, they didn't, like, because, like, think about it. Naruto and Luffy kind of started as kids, immature, but as the series grew up, they got better. Ichigo kind of started, I mean, he was a kid, but in a way he wasn't. Like, he was very mature. And I remember rewatching Bleach, and just so much of Ichigo's personality kind of sparked to me, like, right off the bat. How he's a middle school student, how he's calm and collective, and all that other sort of shit. And I remember James made a video about that a long time ago, how to change people's minds about Ichigo's a bland character, a bland slate compared to One Piece and Naruto. And there are people out there, S-Class, that were like you, but are way off worse. That aren't like, okay, I understand now. No, they are literally saying he's a bland character, even though they look at Naruto and Luffy and be like, comparing to them, Ichigo was bland for life. It's like, nigga, quit comparing them to these characters. I know you're not doing that, but I'm just saying for an example that there are people out there that have the same opinion but took it to the next level. By the way, I would like to talk about Bleach, and also the bout arc for me wasn't bad, but it was disappointing. The filler arc had wasted potential in my opinion. That's for a different video, and I don't know if I'll make that because tons of people already made videos on the bout arc. And I don't know if I necessarily want to make one. Because I feel like, I think I've said my piece about the Bleach community, and I pretty much got what I think off my chest. But the fact that you people are not you people in my chat, but the fact that people really hating on James Hansen for the things he did, straight up trash. I don't think you should be hating James for what James did. Sure, James may have made a hiccup here and there, but you shouldn't be hating on James Hansen when literally he is the one that held Bleach on his back by himself for years. Until Platinum came out of the woodwork, started making videos, and he started getting popular too, and then everyone else started bandwagoning off of that shit. So, I feel like people that are hating James Hansen, go fucking apologize, or just don't even do that again. Because I feel like it's so scummy when they hate on people that carried something for so long by themselves when you're not even doing it yourself. And I remember actually a Bleach fan liked my tweets when I said everything I said in my tweets. And if you want to hate James Hansen, hate him for different reasons. Don't hate him for what he did with the Bleach series. Hate him for what he actually did bad. That was really, really bad, okay? Don't just hate on him for something he could easily change. Hate on, like, fucking dislike him for something super serious. Like, for example, if he did something to some, like, you get my fucking point, man. Dislike him, but don't hate him, okay? Dislike him for the shit he does, or maybe you dislike the way he speaks or something. I mean, that's kind of scummy. Give everyone a speaking chance. But, you know, if you don't like the guy, don't like him. Just don't go out of your way to hate him for things he did slightly wrong. Now, if he, like, did something like rape or something along the lines of that regard, okay, give him all the hate he wants, you know. Nobody can redeem for that. Okay? Or killing, you know. For example, those type of things. Okay, I understand why you don't like this person, why you won't forgive, whatever. But if it's something he can easily change and be better, then yeah, let the man change. Honestly, everybody, regardless of their sin, can change. I know I sounded something like he was from Jesus. But I'm just going to say this now. Everyone can redeem themselves for something really bad that they did. And I feel like everyone should give them at least somewhat of a chance to redeem themselves. Depending on the situation that they were in. Bleach fans, I'm telling y'all. Fuck, y'all should listen to me, man. Alright? Y'all should be seeing me as like an inspiration or some shit. Instead of hating James, why don't you go hate somebody else? Why don't you hate yourselves, for fuck's sake? Your lives are I'm just kidding. No. But, jokingly, go hate somebody else, man. I can't stand it when people hate on James because of the shit, you know, he did for the community. And then the community turns his back on him and fucking hates him like he wasn't a Bleach fan. Fuck that energy, bro. Seriously, fuck that energy. I can't stand that energy. I literally can't stand that energy. And I'm sorry for ranting as long as I did. But that's my experience of being a Bleach fan. I know it's off topic, but rapists, pedos, coward men who beat up women deserve no mercy. I'm just saying, you know, like, in certain circumstances, alright? Not all circumstances, but certain, yes. I like Bleach despite its problems. I liked Bleach despite its problems too, but its community really, really changed my opinion. Not to the point I hate the series, and I hate on everyone who hates the series, but it definitely made my opinion go down and made me leave the community and the anime as a whole and not watch it, not read it. I'll watch it here and there, but I am immediately reminded of what, you know, happened to me in the Bleach community in the past. If somebody brings it up to me, it's just kind of a front thing that just flips to the front of my mind whenever Bleach is brought up. Also, do you guys like my Crash shirt I put up there? I put that up there recently. You know? And all that other sort of stuff. That's actually kind of cool. Also, I want to let you guys know this, that, you know, want to know? My brother, he does plan on getting me a new device in November. I don't know what date, but he did say he was planning on saving his money to help me get a new device and shit. You know? I'm just gonna let people know. So for people that really wanted the gaming videos to come back, y'all getting it back, but I don't know when the month... No, wait, October, November... Yeah, next month, okay? I don't know when next month, it's just when. Crash shirt looks great. Yeah. I decided to cut it up a bit, make it look more like a poster instead of a shirt, but... there it is up there. My first piece of Crash merch. Isn't it beautiful? Ow, fuck. Hell, remember what Crash did to me? Dude, it mentally affected me. In my membrane, that every time I think of Crash 4, oh boy. But anyways, for example, your Jumpers video, due to Ichiro not being in the trailer, but it was obvious he was going to be in the game. When a person does real life bad things, they should be ranked over they should be racked over the cause. But if they change to become which may take decades, but don't rake someone over the coals because you just want to. Yeah, I have a legit. Still good. You're getting a new device next month. What's up, dude? Good afternoon, Nuki Brownie sis. How you doing? Also, that's you're my sis too. I know it sounds awkward. Yeah, I remember those dark tracks 4 times. Yeah, everyone does. I would not leave you alone, okay? I'm literally in everyone's fucking brain that has watched this channel for months on end, especially in the Crash Bandicoot 4 era. That shit would not leave your fucking mind. I would make sure a Crash 4 memory is in your mind. Look it. Literally, I was literally traumatized by that shit. Tablet's at 20%. Hold on. Boom, there you go. Boom, back. Got him. I saved it. Hey, you must be Nuki. Nuki and I go back on Twitter a bit. Rip earbud user. Sorry. Sorry for earbud users. I'm sorry for that. Sorry. My device, whenever it's at 20%, it starts doing ear rape noise. Is it still doing that? Or did it stop? My apologies for that. On everyone's behalf, my apologies for that. I can't control. I'm going to check the audio, actually. Okay, it stopped as soon as I put it on the charger. Yep, your Crash 4 will forever be in our mind. At least if you've seen that content. Yes, if you've seen that content, it will be in your mind forever. And it's still in my mind to this day. Never forgotten. It stopped. Okay, thank you. Holy shit, I didn't think I'd have this many people in my fucking stream. You know how long it's been since I wanted 7 people in my stream? Where the fuck were you at when I was doing my Donkey Kong? I'm just kidding. I know, you guys don't got time. Which is why I don't bitch about, like, when nobody's in my stream anymore. You know, I used to bitch about that back in the day. Like, oh, man, why is no one in my stream? It's like, dude, they got lives. That's why. You know? God, I have really changed. Like, ever since I moved in here, I felt like I've had an arc of, like, change. When I moved into this apartment, I went through so many different mini changes. Like, I've had a suicide kind of arc where I was planning that. I've had multiple years of change and cringe here. You know, I've had a lot of change in perspective. I have really changed. Like, it's crazy how much I've changed in the past 5 years I've been here. I wish I had the will to stream more on my Makai Saiyan channel and try to put live back into that channel. You have changed, Alex. I have changed, for real. Same thing. Nobody's there. Show up. Comment. My bad if the comments aren't appearing. But, it's good, bro. I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well. True, Lucas. Sometimes I just miss them, and sometimes I just don't join because another channel I like is streaming or something. I figured, since I haven't played the game, I don't have much to add to the chat. Hey, that's understandable. They have their own reasons why they're not in your stream. Even I have reasons. Dude, yeah, that's just why I don't like... That's why I'm like... not like a year or two ago, but I used to bitch a long time ago when I was like 16, 15, you know? When I was doing this shit. I used to bitch about not having people in my stream, but like... As the days gone on, I understood they have their own lives to worry about. Your life, alright, is just as valuable as mine. Don't think it's undervalued. Don't think it's higher value. I don't think my life is higher value than somebody else. Alright? I think all of our lives are on the same playing field. And I was raised by a great man. Alright? To learn a lot of these things. Oh, and I self-taught some of myself. Alex, because I believe in God, we must keep changing to become our best. And we will be perfect in the next life. I think so too. I think we will be perfect. And Makai, look. Hey, brother. Take it from me, alright? When you stream on your channel, I don't know how many people you're going to get in your first stream. It might be none. Alright? It might be 4. It might be 3. But the best part about streaming is like the interaction you get with the people. In my opinion, I don't like creating regular videos too often because it's just, it's good that you create regular videos, but it's nowhere near as connective as live streaming, in my personal opinion. When I stream, I get to connect with 5, 6, 4, 3, 2 people in the chat. I get to know what their lives are like all the time. And I genuinely enjoy that shit. And you're probably wondering why you're not on Twitch. Have you seen what Twitch is doing right now? Twitch is going crazy. I actually deactivated my Twitch account. Gotta go. Have a great day, Alex. Hey, see you later, Brandon. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe, man. Life is crazy out here, as always. But that's what I think is the important. I literally sometimes think this. Twitch is horrible. Yeah, straight up. Especially how they treat their female creators compared to male creators. Yeah, nah, I'm out of there. But, streaming to me has become like my thing. I feel like this is what my job should be certain amount of years from now, is streaming. I feel like I should be a streamer. I felt that way since maybe like 2 years ago when I really started, 2-3 years ago when I really started dedicating my time to just streaming. All right, or streaming for the most part. Sometimes I do record regular videos / shorts and skits, all that stuff, right? But I truly felt like 2, 3, 4 years ago when I started remaking videos again is when I felt like a streamer is what I needed to do. Even back in the day, I felt like streaming is what I should be doing for the rest of my goddamn life because I love interacting with people online. I love reading their comments all the fucking time. I want to know what your life is like. I want to know what you think of me. Vice versa. You think what this game is cool? Nah? Yay? Fuck it. Let's go. And that's how live streams work, in my opinion. And I think it's better for you and your audience that you stream. Because I think if people care about you, Makai, if people care about you that much, they'll join your stream. And I've grown an audience. And it took me a while, okay? It took me a long while to find an audience that gives a fuck about me as a person. To join stream, say hello, say hi. And it just took a long time, a long time to do it. Just do it, right? Don't think second thoughts of it, just do it. You know, and I fuck up all the time on stream, you know? I say some shit outlandish, maybe get people freaked out. You never know. But that's a stream, man. What's on stream stays in stream. And I'm telling you, your viewers will love you for it. You have more subscribers than I do. Your viewers would love you for it. They definitely love watching you do some shit. In my opinion, anyway. I feel like if your community loves you, they'll watch you for whatever you do. And that's the mindset I've kept on YouTube that people have long forgotten. I'm not gonna lie, people have forgotten about truly loving your creator. Because when you truly love your creator, you give a fuck about them as a person, you stop treating them as a creator and you treat them as a friend. I don't know where I'm going on about this. I feel like a damn anime character, but in my opinion, I stopped seeing myself as a content creator and more of like a friend that people sit and watch and they tell me about their lives and what they're doing. And even if it just helps them in a little bit possible, I feel like my goal has been achieved. Even the slightest bit. If one person likes my stream, I am forever thankful for that one person liking my stream. And if they don't like it, they'll tell me about it. I just think that's how I roll on YouTube. I can't roll any other way. This is who I am on YouTube. I can't just change and be like all those other YouTubers in the past that have kind of changed and kind of stuck with YouTube's algorithm. I like defying YouTube's algorithm and just doing whatever the fuck I please. And I get to do that because people watch me, man. Watch me stream. Who cares if it's long as fuck? If you like streaming for 30 minutes a pop, go ahead. Do what you gotta do. You know? If you like streaming for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, do it. If you can afford it. Do it. Let your passion run wild. Like mine all the time. I like talking about video games. I talk about video games. I talk about what's on my mind on YouTube all the time. YouTube has become my place where I talk about my feelings, no matter how negative, no matter how positive, no matter how neutral my feelings are. I'm always honest with my feelings. You know, like how I feel on the Bleach fandom situation. I literally let out all my feelings on how I feel, and we started a whole conversation based off of that. I don't know. Alright? It's just how I roll. You don't have to do things exactly like me, but take it from somebody that streams all the time, you know? Like, stream. Don't think second thoughts. Just think of a title, think of a thumbnail, talk about that topic, and let your mind run wild. Almost like a podcast. Almost like a podcast. But your face is in the shot in every second, every frame. You know? But let me read comments. My apologies. I just felt like Makai should hear it. It's fair. Live streaming does seem fun for me. Personally, I don't know. I don't know who would watch me stream myself. Losing again and again in a game for an hour since I've been playing. All I've been playing is an arcade style games. And it, I got you. Hold on, S-Class. I just read your other comment. By the way, I told Chris. His reaction was like, damn, dude, you should have told me something. I would have been there. Fair. I just never know what to stream about because I haven't found that one thing. That's the thing. And here, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be straight up, okay? I have had so many people in my lifetime tell me if you're passionate about one thing, go and do it. Here's the thing. I have never been passionate for just one thing. And this is how I deal with it. I get passionate about multiple things. Instead of just focusing on one thing, I'm passionate about multiple things. And I let that passion run wild all the time. Or in time. For example, when I do my experience, my other My Experience episodes, including this one, I think about it, I write it down, I let it in some notes, and then next week I'll bring it up or something. You know what I mean? I get passionate about multiple different things. Like the beauty of life. Let me be interested in that. The beauty in technology. Let me be passionate about that. The beauty of electronic arts and creating those crafts. Let me be passionate about that. Don't just pour all your things in one basket. Put one thing in multiple baskets and see what you like. For example, I landed on gaming. I landed on talking about my personal feelings. You know, I've landed on But let's keep it simpler, right? I'll call it games. Games is the main passion, but what type of games? Shooters in one basket. You know what I mean? Like, you don't put your fruit in one basket and pray it works. You put it in multiple baskets and see what works, what sticks to you. And I've done this for a long time in my life. I feel like I'm less passionate about stuff and more like, let's just focus on one thing because I took interest in it, and that's it. I guess I'm just passionate about surfing the internet. Then talk about things that are surfing the internet. If you feel less passionate about stuff and more like just focus on this thing because I took interest, that's literally how I started. I'm literally only passionate about what I feel like I'm interested in, and I grab it and I discuss about it. Because I can't just talk about everything in the universe, you gotta find your spot. Surfing the internet for random shit people are thinking about. If that's your passion, go for it. Discuss it. Do something other people haven't talked about yet, which is kind of hard nowadays on YouTube because everyone has done something you did, or possibly they've done something you're exactly doing, but better or worse than you. That's just how YouTube is in this modern day, which is kind of weird. I just remember the days where everything was fresh, everything was new, but it doesn't feel so new. And you want to know why things don't feel so new to you? It's because you grew up. It's because you matured. It's because you see things in a different light. You're not going to see everything for that same feeling you did as a kid forever. That shit's going to dissipate or higher for you. That's what makes the journey of life so interesting and so memorizing and so polarizing, all of those different feelings at the same time. For example, right now I've been focusing on arcade shoot 'em ups and watching videos on them. And I don't know how I talk about them because I haven't been playing them for long. But they're kind of fun. You know what? I'm going to say this. I literally only played Donkey Kong Country, all 3 of their games, this year. I finished them, and you want to know what? I talked about them like I played them for years. Well, I didn't know about the series for years, but you get my point. Just because you haven't played something for very long doesn't mean your opinion about it and how you discuss it for very long invalidates what you just discussed. Because in my opinion, even if I only know the series for 10, 15, 20 days, I feel like I have a valid opinion to bring up and discuss about it regardless. Regardless of how long you know something, your opinion is valid, / whatever you talk about it is valid. Alright, I've learned that through when I was making my first reviews / my experience / whatever you want to call them. I've learned that what you say about it is valid regardless. And sometimes you may get shit wrong and people correct you on that, but that's just how it works, you don't know everything outright. I've come across so many weird 16-bit games, and honestly, that's the most fun thing to me. I just like finding weird anime, games, cartoons, and other things on the internet. And that is a whole interesting thing in itself, because that's what you are passionate about. And I think that should be your Kickstarter to stream. You see, I didn't just stream my passions at first. I think I did. But I started recording myself when I was 14 on the Alex Pansar channel because I loved what other YouTubers were doing, and I want not only to not imitate, but I wanted to do what they were doing and see if I could succeed at it. And you know what? I did. I succeeded in that. I had my little high period. I've had my lowest period. And I've had my mid period. And honestly, I'm going to say YouTube has been the most fun after I figured out so much stuff about it. And after I figured out my rightful place on the platform. And after YouTube stopped fucking with my views. But You know, I'm just happy. I'm appreciative for what I got. And my passions, my drives, my driving force to do these things is everyone watching, everyone that's going to watch when this is off air, the comments I receive in and off stream about my feelings towards these things, and you guys adding your own inputs all the time and shit. That's what makes an Arekkusu TM stream an Arekkusu TM stream to me, is all the things I just mentioned. And I'm so grateful to have you guys here along the ride with me. But I might end my stream soon because, you know, it's almost been 2 hours about this Bleach thing. And I kind of got off topic about 1 hour, 28 minutes in. But I wanted everyone to kind of get my earpiece because I feel like y'all deserve to hear what I have to say. / I feel like some of y'all need to hear what I have to say on certain things. Maybe it can help you push your own agenda. I don't know what the goal is. But all I want to do is help people get a better perspective on something and vice versa. I could, but I never show my face in live streams. And I'm not super excited about things, even like when I like them. I'm pretty monotone, so I might go back to making videos, but I don't know yet. Hey, even if you're monotoned about it and chill about it, a lot of people do love the energy, but there's also a lot of people that want to watch something chill. And I think that's perfect. Because, for example, I am way too passionate about some things, and that could turn people off. Since you mentioned how you're monotoned or monotoned, however you say it, right? You mentioned that, but that's also good because you're calm. Even at the highest peaks of your passion, you're calm about what you're saying and how you go about it. That's perfect for a podcast that's chill. That's perfect for videos for people that want to relax. That won't go to sleep. That will listen to what you're saying. But, you know, not feel like they need to click off the video because they're too passionate. Because they have too much energy. That's my issue. I have too much energy from depending on what I'm talking about. And sometimes I will feel monotone too. I do have my chill, my experiences. But I also do have my high points in those very same videos. And I just feel like, you know, whenever you do that, don't feel ashamed for being monotone. Because that's also a good thing. Because there's also people looking for those monotone channels. Hell, there might be subscribers right in this chat looking for that. You never know. Which is why I just did it and just fucking zoomed out there, man. Which I should be taking my own advice when it comes to a job, but, you know, there's a lot of multiple different reasons, not just that on why I don't have a job, but, yeah. But anyways, that's my feelings towards the Bleach community and other sort of stuff like that. I just wanted to get my experience of being a Bleach fan out there in the world so people can understand and not follow the same footsteps I went through being a Bleach fan. You know, you can be a Bleach fan, but just don't go into those obsessive levels. Don't go into those toxicity levels of being a Bleach fan. Just be a Bleach fan because you love Bleach entirely. And it's not because I was a Bleach fan because I didn't love the series entirely. I loved it all the way through, but don't love it too much to the point you would sell your soul for it. Because you matter, okay? And if you're not on this planet to see it, well, then it's kind of just like, what was the point of it all if you're not here to see it? Get my drift? But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this my experience video, this weird my experience video that I kind of just made on a Tuesday with an announcement on Discord. I hope you enjoyed it. A lot of you guys liked it. So, yeah, I guess that's about it. I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Maybe check out some other Bleach videos if you're really only here for Bleach. And if you're here for me as on a personal level, thank you. I appreciate you guys watching as long as you guys did. Thank you, seriously. And I hope you guys all have a great day. Me too. You know? I hope we all have a great day, and I hope everybody learned from this stream something. Don't obsess too much over the thing you love. Sometimes know your limit on what you love. Because when you learn your limits, you appreciate it to a greater deal because you can also learn its criticisms and its positives on the same spectrum. If you can understand both of those, without having one over the other, unless it deserves to be one or the other, then it just doesn't, then it feels right. It just feels right. I know I'm rambling. My apologies. But I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to see you guys next week. Next Thursday or Friday or whatever, when we do Donkey Kong Country 3 for the SNES. Later, Gators. Oh, and also, gaming stuff. It's coming soon. Like I said, November. Don't know when in November, but it's sometime in November. Peace out, y'all.